weight class. Now we've got a treat here at 184. Reece Heller of Pittsburgh and Jack Wimmer of Duke for a spot in that third-place bout.
This is crazy because Heller was the 5 seed, but he had a victory over the number 2 seed Hunter Bowen in the duel. Right? That duel was, you know, just nothing went the way it was supposed to for Virginia Tech. And that duel right there was like, people kind of opened their eyes and like, oh, that Pitt team's not just another school in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Right? Those guys are pretty good, right? When you've got multiple NCAA finalists on your staff, you know, and your volunteer assistant coach is a multiple-time All-American, right? You're probably going to start to put things together. Oh, yeah, and you are in the biggest hotbed for wrestling in the United States, right? You're probably going to bring in some good recruits, right? And then you add in the Heller brothers, you add in Casto, you got 3 NCAA qualifiers transferring into your program. Probably shouldn't wait till January to start looking at Pitt. And shot for Heller.
One thing about Pitt wrestlers here today, they are going to be the catalysts, whichever direction a match goes.
And this, the 197, well, where we are at 184, at 197 was super interesting. You had Trumbull and Shaw going at it in the first round, and that match right there was just the epitome of what these coaching staffs have done and the growth of the ACC in the sport of wrestling. And I remember just 10 years ago, when I graduated high school, Virginia Tech was coming along, or they were there, but NC State wasn't. I mean, you look at the building we're in, the beautiful, we could call this the house that Pat Pop built. It was here much longer than he has been. Right, the $35 million renovation to the Reynolds Coliseum, the 4th place NCAA team trophy just a few years ago, the 5 consecutive ACC championships. And Pitt, 2 NCAA finalists 2 years ago, a share of the ACC dual meet team championship this year. There's never been a better time to be a fan of ACC wrestling.
Heller with a takedown and a near fall there in the first, so 6-0 the start for him.
Great period for Heller. 6 points, 1 minute and 15 seconds of riding time.
Tall task for Wimmer. Wrestle his way back in this one. A little scramble off the whistle, and the escape for Heller.
I'll tell you what, Wimmer does definitely not skip bicep day. That guy does some curls. So underhook for Wimmer towards the out of bounds, and you want to see him jack that underhook up and go high low, throw it high. Left hand goes high, right hand goes low. You snatch an ankle, go to the thigh, something to create a leg attack off that underhook if you got it so deep. And great job on that underhook. Now you get head position with it, or snap, or shuck. trip. You see Heller go for a trip there, but
Heller's broken out of the underhook.
And something not an ACC guy, but something I heard Kyle Snyder say, if you don't know who Kyle Snyder is, go read a book. But Kyle Snyder always says, if you in a hand fight, to stay successful and stay engaged, your hand should not stay in the same place for more than two to 3 seconds. And one thing I see Wimmer doing is, he's hanging, right? He's hanging. His hands aren't moving, and that's why he's not able to generate offense. So, and Heller's hands move. He creates an angle and a takedown. So 9-0 lead for the Panther. And he's going to take that to the third period.
So it has been all Reece Heller in this one. The 184 is a chance at a spot in the third place match. And begin the third neutral.
And the next bout on this mat is going to be Michael Batista and Max Shaw, which, wow.
Yeah.
To go to third place in the ACC. Batista, top 25 guy, a lot of really, really good wins this year. Shaw, the 6th seed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Amazing that that's the 4 and the 6.
I just did one of those little motions of, like, mind blown.
And there's 2 more for Heller. Seems like this one is all but wrapped up for the Pitt Panther. This is the weight class where the ACC has those 5 automatic NCAA qualifiers.
Yeah, so although the next or the match will not count for team points, Wimmer will wrestle and Trayson still for an opportunity to go to Pittsburgh after 0-2 so far on the day. So .39 seconds left in this bout.
Heller looking to eat up the rest of this clock and move on to potentially winning third place.
So that'll be it. Heller
11-0 the victory, making 12 with the riding time, and Heller defeats Jack Wimmer. So now we'll conclude consolation semifinals action with the 197s here on mat 2.